There is milk so concentrated it produces twice the ice cream from the same recipe. Channel Island breeds deliver 5.5% butterfat naturally. University studies from 1928 confirmed the measurements. No feed additives, no pharmaceutical intervention, no technological manipulation. Just careful selection. Standard dairy milk tests at 3%. The premium breed was replaced when efficiency trumped excellence. This is the story of the Channel Island dairy breeds, Guernsey and Jersey cows. These remarkable animals produce the richest milk in agricultural history through pure genetics and selective breeding. Yet, despite their superior quality, Big Dairy systematically replaced them with volume-focused Holstein-Friesians. Today, a small group of heritage farmers is fighting to bring these exceptional breeds back, despite significant industry resistance. The story begins around 960 AD, when Norman monks arrived on Guernsey Island in the English Channel. These monks began a selective breeding program with local cattle, focusing specifically on milk quality rather than quantity. Their primary goal was producing exceptional cheese and butter for the monastery. The island's isolation created the perfect breeding laboratory, allowing these genetics to develop without outside interference. A similar story unfolded on nearby Jersey Island in the 1100s. A parallel breeding program developed, creating a genetic refinement race between the two islands. Jersey milk gained royal patronage, elevating it to luxury status. Both islands implemented strict export restrictions to protect the genetic purity of their cattle, ensuring their unique qualities remained intact. By the 1850s, Channel Island breeds had made their way to colonial America. New England dairy farms adopted Guernsey and Jersey cows exclusively, recognizing their exceptional value. Golden milk, as it was called due to its rich yellow color, commanded premium pricing, establishing a luxury market. Regional dairy cooperatives built entire business models around these heritage breeds. Then, in 1945, American agriculture discovered industrial efficiency, and everything changed. The post-World War II agricultural industrialization movement shifted priorities dramatically. The Holstein-Friesian Association of America, founded in 1885, gained significant power in the 1940s. Industry focus shifted from quality metrics to volume production, embracing a factory farming model that required standardized, high-output animals. The economic incentives were clear. Holstein cows produce 6 to 8 gallons of milk per day, compared to a Guernsey's 4 to 5 gallons. And while the Holstein's milk had lower butterfat content, this actually benefited industrial producers. They could sell more volume at the same price point. Processing equipment was optimized for thin milk, not cream-heavy milk. The profit margins clearly favored quantity over premium quality. Systematic exclusion methods were implemented to push Channel Island breeds out of the market. USDA grading standards were established that favored volume over butterfat content. Dairy cooperative payment structures rewarded gallons produced, not milk quality. Agricultural extension services began promoting Holstein exclusively, and veterinary schools taught Holstein-focused husbandry practices. The regulatory capture was comprehensive. Milk pricing regulations were based on volume, not nutritional density. Federal dairy subsidies became tied to production quotas that favored high-volume producers. Breed registration systems prioritized Holstein genetics, and agricultural research funding was directed almost exclusively toward volume optimization. The financial system completed the exclusion. Farm loans required efficient Holstein herds for approval. Insurance rates were set higher for specialty, heritage breeds. Dairy processing contracts excluded low-volume producers, and equipment financing became unavailable for small-scale operations focused on Channel Island breeds. But the scientific validation of these heritage breeds' superiority never disappeared. A Cornell University agricultural station study in 1928 measured butterfat content at 5.2% for Guernsey, 5.5% for Jersey, compared to just 3.1% for Holstein. The protein content was 25% higher in Channel Island breeds, and beta-carotene levels were 3 times higher, creating that natural golden color that distinguished their milk. A University of Wisconsin Dairy Science Department study in 1952 conducted a cheese yield comparison that found 1 gallon of Jersey milk produced 1.3 pounds of cheese, while 1 gallon of Holstein milk yielded only 0.8 pounds. That's a 62% higher cheese production efficiency from heritage breeds. This recognition continues internationally today. The European Union has granted protected designation of origin status for Guernsey milk. New Zealand maintains separate pricing tiers for Jersey milk. The Australian dairy industry offers premium payments for heritage breeds. The science never stopped. It simply stopped being funded in America. But there are modern examples of farmers returning to these superior breeds. Vermont heritage dairy farms are maintaining Guernsey herds. Artisan cheesemakers are paying 40% premiums for Jersey milk. Direct-to-consumer dairies are marketing golden milk as a premium product. Restaurant chefs are specifically requesting Channel Island cream for its superior culinary properties. The practical application of raising these heritage breeds differs from industrial operations. Selective breeding focuses on butterfat genetics, not volume. Smaller herd sizes allow for individual animal attention. Pasture-based feeding enhances the natural milk composition. Seasonal breeding cycles optimize milk quality timing. Hand milking or small-scale equipment preserves the cream structure that makes the milk so exceptional. The cost comparison shows both challenges and opportunities. A heritage breed cow costs between $2,500 to $4,000 versus a Holstein's $1,500 to $2,500. Feed costs run about 15% higher due to smaller, more selective appetites. But the milk price premium is substantial. $8 to $12 per gallon versus commodity milk at $3.50 per gallon. The break-even point actually comes faster at 18 months versus Holstein's 24 months based on volume. The accessibility of these heritage operations is another advantage. You don't need industrial milking parlors or automated systems. You don't need pharmaceutical interventions or hormone treatments. What you do need is quality pasture, selective breeding knowledge, and direct market access. Small-scale operations are viable with just 5 to 15 cows versus the 500-plus Holstein herds required for industrial production. There is a cow breed that produces milk so rich it makes twice the cheese. It is not a theory. It has been tested, measured, and documented for 150 years across New England farms, European dairies, and university research stations. The Channel Island breeds were never inferior. They were just never profitable enough for industrial agriculture. And now you know why your milk tastes like water. What shocked you most about these forgotten dairy breeds? Share below and subscribe to uncover what they don't want you to know.